White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders has been holding a lot of press briefings lately, but I personally don't think all the questions we need answered have been asked. So we decided to hold another one right here, right now. That's right, Sarah Huckabee Sanders and the Late Night Press Corps are here in our studio and ready to go. So without further ado, it's time for the Late Night White House Press Briefing. Sarah, yes, Sarah, over here. Sarah, over here. Yes, thank you. Seth Meyers, Late Night with Seth Meyers. Secretary Sanders, I have a couple of questions I'd like to ask, if you don't mind. Why have Donald and Melania looked so unhappy since the election?
They didn't want to win.
When was the last time President Trump saw his feet?
The days of Ronald Reagan.
Where's Sean Spicer working nowadays?
At the local Walmart.
What's your favorite part of this job?
Purposefully misleading the American people.
What do Eric and Donald Jr. do at the White House?
Repeatedly beg for money.
What would be a horrible premise for a Thelma and Louise sequel?
First Lady Melania Trump and Second Lady Karen Pence will travel to Texas.
It's been reported that the president eats a lot of McDonald's. If true, he must leave behind a pretty devastating fart cloud.
I've walked through that a couple of times now.
My sympathies. What's the most bonkers thing you've ever heard Betsy DeVos say?
Tuesday was created in 2012.
What does Melania call the first time she went out with Donald?
The date which will live in infamy.
Hey, what's going on with Eric's birthday party?
As of right now, that's not something that's currently being planned and not something that I'm aware is moving forward in any capacity.
What's Donald Trump's favorite part about being president?
The corruption.
I know he lost his election in Alabama, but what are Judge Roy Moore's preferences when it comes to dating?
15's better than 20, 20's better than 22.
What were the results of Trump's brain scan?
There's no gray area there.
Is it true that Trump took a meeting with the heiress to the Lazy Boy recliner fortune?
I'm not aware if the president spoke specifically with the chairwoman.
Is it true that Eric spray painted a penis on the hood of Robert Mueller's car?
That's exactly what he did.
Can you describe it?
I was pretty lengthy and pretty detailed.
Hey, let's do the jingle for Almond Joy and Mounds candy bars together.
Sometimes,
You feel like a nut.
and a lot of times you don't.
Thank you. Thanks for doing me. That was a lot of fun. What does Eric run into when he's walking down the street?
Poll after poll after poll.
How often does President Trump exercise?
10 separate times over the last 20 years.
Does the president believe in Satan?
The president not only knows him, but has played golf with him.
Well, looks like we're out of time, so on behalf of the rest of the press corps, have a good night. We'll be right back with James Franco.